All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Starfield. As you guys know, we went ahead, we did our main playthrough, went ahead, did a lot of the side content in the game, and then we went and did the new game plus, jumped in, and now we've been playing, which it's honestly, the game itself is the same. Structurally, the missions that you do, you get a couple new dialogue options. I haven't really seen any big quest changes in New Game Plus. So New Game Plus itself doesn't necessarily change the game all that much. I think a lot of at least the way people were talking about it initially, obviously nobody really knew. I was under the impression that the New Game Plus mechanic was gonna change the game a bit more than it did, which is fine. It is what it is. Player power wise, I'm absolutely insanely strong. You know what I mean? We got with the suit, weapons, the powers and stuff like that dramatically changed the game and how you play it. Like if you look back at my earlier episodes, how I played, compared to how I played now, just style wise, it's completely different. So it is a lot of fun. I would definitely say the powers are worth it in that sense. But overall, like gameplay wise, it doesn't really change it. It's kind of the same game. You know what I mean? Everything's the same. The ships are the same. The planets are the same. Nothing dramatically changes with New Game Plus. So unless you guys really want to just push for the power of the ship and that suit, it's not a huge deal. You could honestly probably even play the whole game without New Game Plus at all. But I do appreciate everybody. Again, we're gonna jump in, do another episode of this. We started working with the UC Vanguard because I wanted to unlock the alien hunts. And that was like a goal of mine because those are pretty cool missions. You can go out to different planets, discover new types of aliens and things like that, go terrormorph hunting around the galaxy and shit like that. So I definitely wanted to get that unlocked. Let's get this going here. Mr. DeMark with the Hardened Survivor membership, brother. Thank you so much, man. All right, so I went ahead and rescued the robot, and I believe we got to go back to Mars. Yep. Now this is right before the big push into Londinion.
Seat pressure normal, everything in the room.
The Schrodinger ship? That doesn't sound familiar, Tetsu. There is a lot of stuff I haven't done yet in the game, and I wanted to. I think there's like a casino or something like that I didn't go to. There's a few places that I haven't done. That ship that you're talking about doesn't sound very familiar, so. Do I use aim lab? No, I don't use aim labs. I have used it in the past, like trainers, but like my aim now is just built up over time.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon.
We gotta go buy more
I
ammo.
wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinion.
Londinion. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with.
So the problem we're up against is vast. Terrormorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
I already dropped the boots off, Cosmo. Yeah, we dropped the boots off. We actually sold them to some guy, I think.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terrormorphs, the Aceles? Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terrormorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Aceles were chosen to fill in the gaps.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Aceles' hunting skills to track down the terrormorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terrormorph problem.
So we're gonna do things
definitively.
differently this time around. Last time I went with these guys, we're gonna do the other way.
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terrormorph, sure. But Aceles were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War, as livestock.
Trying to see if
Far
they're
less
dangerous.
of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
I have not seen Andrasia yet. No, I think I got to do the artifacts. I think she's out artifact hunting right now, so we got to finish the artifacts, I think, to get her to show back up.
I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terrormorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terrormorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Aceles. Well, so that's tricky.
Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials.
Terrormorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Aceles gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinion. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinion's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there.
But you need to know, Londinion, it belongs to the terrormorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno
Mr.
gear
DeMarco,
for
you
us
have
at
a
the
great
base,
night,
but
all right?
I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Okay. So let's go get the... I'm also going to head back to Jemison real quick, or yeah, probably go to UC Distribution. There's a terrormorph right there.
This is quite an impressive research facility.
And
When it
we
comes
got to
to
buy a
the
bunch of
study
ammo.
the Terrormorph, the Red Devils are sparing no expense.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize they got this dead terrormorph over here.
It's a damn shame that it was necessary to reopen this facility. But someone has to deal with the fact that the Terrormorphs have resurfaced.
These are the Fallout 4's, or Fallout's equivalent to a Death Claw in Starfield.
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now what do you need? You project personnel? Supplies are for project
I'm the one who's helped. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. It sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there. Of course. Consider yourself verified. Here's what I've got in stock.
Okay, so I might just be able to buy these. Yeah, okay. I think my handgun I use uses this. Yeah, 43 Ultra Mag. All right, let me check and see what other ammo types I need. .762 and 6.5 millimeter. So we're all good. I might pass time and try to see if I can buy some more of the 43. One L for this game is there isn't enough story mode content worth playing for how long the devs. So that's one thing that I've noticed over the time of playing Starfield myself personally, is when you first jump into the game, like your first time stepping into the world of Starfield, it is insanely overwhelming, guys. Like it's just, there's so much stuff happening, missions popping up left and right. The main story is here. You got all these factions lined up in front of you, plus, you know, like the little side missions that pop up on all these different planets with the POIs and the exploration and the ship build. It's like all of these systems like kind of like crash at you at once, and it's absolutely overwhelming. It is so overwhelming. But once you've played for a while, I guess, and you've kind of gotten used to the feel.
Just say the word. Don't worry.
And like the flow and what missions are what and how to like separate and yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, it's 48 hours for these guys to restock. Or no, it should be 24 on a regular restock. But it is very, very overwhelming. Like very, very overwhelming. But then what ends up happening is as soon as you do get comfortable and used to how the game works and how the systems are set up, it starts to not seem that overwhelming. Like realistically, we did the main story, the full main story. We did there's like 4 factions, which we fully completed. And then once you're done with the 4 factions and the main missions, minus like the planet POIs and like just overall like baseline exploration, I think there's like a few areas in the map that have like specialty missions tied to them. You know, one of you guys keep talking about like a ship that's floating in the middle of space, you know, like the casino, things like that. There's a few of those floating around out there, but after that it's kind of like that's really it. You know what I mean? And what, like, now that I've beat all the factions and I've beat the main story, I'm kind of like, okay, like I'm already hungry for more. Like I'm like, yo, add more to the game. Like so I thought it would take like 400 or 500 hours to chew through. Like if you want to like scan every planet and like
planet with the amount of food this place goes through.
Oh, the companion missions is another thing I have not done yet, Shem. Yeah, that's true. That's the kind of stuff I'm trying to work on right now.
No more reliable hardware.
I didn't do all the activities. No. We still, like I said, I still got stuff to do. But I meant like that big token stuff, you know, the factions, the main missions. We chewed through that, I would say, relatively quick. It wasn't like this like crazy, unbeatable just wall of content. We chewed through it relatively quick. But when you first start, you're like, yo, how the hell am I even going to do all of this? You know what I mean? It's just, it's so much. Okay, so I got a bit of ammo. Londinion is pretty close by, yeah. That's all I'm insisting.
That was a pleasure.
This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Thank you, brother. Londinion, baby.
cop out.
So you actually get some pretty cool gear from this area. I don't need any of it because of my I might grab the guns, but weapon wise or armor wise we're already good. We have not finished Phantom Liberty yet. No, we still got more of that.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really
What does that word
shined
mean,
out on the fringe to
eclectic?
get assigned a task
Chat.
like
What does that
this.
mean? Educate me.
Then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum.
No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinion is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there, except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Wall Street, it's Bunk Gang. This is my other account. Bunk Gang got banned? What'd you get banned for? What did you do to get banned?
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Well, you got banned today? Did it say who banned you? All right, let's do this.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the
sometimes
entrance to
people
the
get
city.
pocket banned. I'd have to ask. I can't do anything about it right now because I'm obviously on stream. But I could look into it for you. Oh, banned from YouTube. I was like, yo, who the hell banned you, bro? I was like, generally when somebody gets banned, like my mods will say something about it. I'm tracking Wall Street. Hold on, let me go check this armory real quick. I'll still grab the gear. Damn! Look at the damage on this, guys. That's a nice sniper right there. Grab that.
Excuse me.
Heard you're going out there willingly.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand.
And I could suppress this
Now,
one.
if you'll excuse me.
Alright. What did he get? Oh, he gave me that micro gun. So that rifle that I grabbed right there, chat. So right now I have this. Right here, the mag sniper, 612 damage. Absolutely insane. You can't suppress these. And then we just got this here, which is the hard target. This can be suppressed. It is half the damage. But it's a monster. It's definitely a monster. Yeah, we're gonna have to mess around with this later on. I want to throw a suppressor on it. It'll probably be pretty nice for some long-range clearing. The cool thing about this suit here is I froze. Remember, chat, when we were here before, we kept freezing. But the this armor allows me to pretty much go on any planet without having to worry about the atmosphere.
Transfer's complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city.
Okay, so I don't know. Should the AK? We don't have enough ammo though. That this AK ain't gonna cut it, chat. That's not gonna cut it. So maybe we'll go with this. I only got 79 rounds for that. 76 rounds there. I don't want to like just blow through all my AK, but
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this? Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
I'm gonna test out this
All right.
mag sniper, see how hard it
On our
hits.
way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. Aceles. Shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Attention. Possible fighting area.
That creature. It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. Four of them. Clean them up.
You may yield whenever you like.
They have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
Yeah, the charge time on this gun sucks though. The one main downside. That stealth damage was no joke right there, guys.
Hostile detected. Search protocols triggered.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Hey, I'm sorry about your account again, man. I scared the hell out of me. I thought some. I hope you get that cleared up, though, brother. Enjoy the stream, though, man. It's crazy. I'm having so much fun playing Cyberpunk. But for some odd reason, guys, it isn't performing all that hot. I don't know if it's just because there's a lot of people playing it themselves, but I know there's a lot of people that don't even own the game. So yeah, I was confused. What the hell is going on? Alright, here we go. What FPS am I getting? I don't know. I generally get around like 90 or so, but right now about 70. There's a terrormorph right there.
Attention. Terrormorph detected.
Shit, that barely did any damage.
Probable threat detected.
Damn. Woo! I almost died. That was ridiculous how hard that thing hit me. Charles, thank you for the super chat, man. Oh no, I meant viewership performance on Cyberpunk. Yeah, it isn't as high as I thought it would be. Seeing how much interest was in the series pre Phantom Liberty. And the DLC is amazing. Everything about it is just one of those weird things. Sometimes stuff just doesn't make any sense, guys. It is what it is. Gene sample alpha. Am I gonna play the new Assassin's Creed? Actually, I got permission to tell you guys that's an albino terrormorph. Just stand right there. Any details, guys, but we will be playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ubisoft blessed me, chat, with early access, so I'll actually be able to play it before release on live stream, so you guys get a little treat. But yeah, we'll be playing some Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terrormorph sample. But, well, it's in the spaceport, and the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam
Sham, thank you for the re-up on the
city,
membership.
which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Yeah, so they hooked me up, chat. They hooked me up. We will be playing Assassin's Creed Mirage early access on the channel. Out of all the game companies I've worked with, though, Ubisoft has been phenomenal, guys. Especially when it comes to like early access and stuff. And like, they've been showing me mad love for a while, even before I got bigger. You know, like Ubisoft been showing us love on the channel for a while now. And yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion. A real marvel.
I think in the email Ubisoft said I could tell you guys the date and time, or like the date and stuff that I'm playing it, but I don't want to like violate my NDA, so I'm not going to, just because I'm not 100% sure. But I can say that I'll be playing it within a day or two of release.
All these leeches. What's keeping you going?
I'm pretty sure they gave me the okay to say, but like I said, I don't. Whoa. No terrormorphs escaping. This Cold. I've signed a lot of NDAs, man. A lot of NDAs. You don't gotta be all that cool though to sign an NDA. I mean, some of you guys, you know, probably sign an NDA, right? Here we go, chat.
What's that?
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only.
What's happening? Have you seen this?
Oh God, the heat leeches are terrormorphs.
But no, it can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means terrormorphs. Oh my God.
No, hey, Cold. That's the thing, though. A gaming NDA and a content creator NDA, it's the same exact thing. You know, there's people. I know there's people in chat that have NDAs to games that I wish I could, you know, play. Just is what it is, you know.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terrormorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terrormorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terrormorphs move between planets.
Yeah, here it is.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terrormorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up? But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
All right, so my goal is I actually have to tell her the truth about her dad during this mission, right?
sample.
All right, Kaiser.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
Hold on, we got some injuries. I'm gonna try to heal up really quick. I didn't even notice how banged up I was. I don't think I have anything to fix the pain. Nope.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. It makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terrormorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion. They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Starborn, we'll have our answers soon enough. You have my word.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Andrew, thank you for the super chat, man. What's up, brother? Long-time viewer, first-time donation. Also a Marine of 8 years. Just wanted to show some love and keep up the great content coming, bro. Hoorah. Hey, Semper Fi, brother. Andrew, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate your service, too, brother. Coming in here showing mad love. That means a lot, man.
Sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
And we got frostbite again.
Roger that.
It's a cold-ass planet, man.
To the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that.
Big red button.
Ah, Captain.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged.
Amanda, how you doing?
Initiated.
Admiral Center, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. Here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed.
invisible weapon. No planet will be safe, Colonel. The troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. They'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
I hope you're having a great day today, Amanda. From reading, I think your viewership is lower with Cyberpunk because of Baldur's Gate, Starfield competition with Cyberpunk. Well, it was weird, is because like the viewership was fine, Sakari, until we started playing Phantom Liberty. So I thought it was just more along the lines of spoilers, because you'd be surprised on how many people avoid live streams due to spoilers.
Vae Victis.
So that's what I thought.
He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terrormorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
So now I'm gonna tell her about her father.
Oh, you make it sound like a miscalculation, when in reality it was an unmitigated disaster. And look where we are now. Oh, some secret.
a calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't. It can't justify slaughter. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
All right, now I'm gonna tell her.
Now's not the time to joke like that, all right? No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what, an advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Vae Victis is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vae Victis in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks?
That's an idea worth discussion further. It's the only lead we've got.
Even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vae Victis' responsibility, just like the loss of Londinion. That's insane.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
There it is. This is my second stream of the night. Yeah, we played some Days Gone earlier. And now I'm crippled from this damn cold, man.
Be real careful out there, Vi.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
I didn't level up the powers, Manio. No, I actually used a mod that leveled up the powers because I was not going to grind out 24 temples 10 times. So I did all the New Game Plus levels legit. Grinded out the suit and everything legit along with the artifacts. But no, I went ahead and modded the powers, dude. That shit is too much of a grind, bro. Definitely not worth it.
Concentrate fire! Shoot!
Get the sample from that. Oh, well then. Let's give it all.
Help! Help! They're gonna kill me!
That sound. What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company.
They're everywhere! All around!
Sprained my damn ankle. We gotta go buy some medical.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Days Gone is amazing. It's one of my favorite games. Yeah, we're super jacked up. This place is brutal. This location, it's quite brutal.
Frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victis knew about this damn plan?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Now, do I tell him? All right, we'll just say this.
Captain, he needs to know. Vae Victis is alive. Which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Vae Victis? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means...
She just blabbing to everybody.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terrormorphs. But Vae Victis is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Got it.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
So the thing is I'm doing the missions a bit different this time around compared to the first time we played. I kept Vae Victis alive. I lied about it and all that shit. So that, and then I feel like if we do get to the UC pirates, I was gonna side with the UC 100%. Like,
Captain Brian.
So this is Londinion.
we gotta go get healed up.
But I've never seen it with my own eyes. Due to lift off when you are, Captain.
Do I know why? So there's a couple different reasons why you can get crash on load in that game. If you had mods installed at all, Simeon, that could have broke one of your saves with the new update. But sometimes it just has to do with if you had a modded weapon, sometimes in your locker, or if you had like a piece of clothing somehow get in your inventory. A lot of things like that can cause a community to crash, but other than that stuff, I really don't know.
You again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
We'll jump.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's wrong? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contravention. Alright, we're done.
Alright, we're gonna go. So we gotta get over here, get some meds in our bowies. Do commercial district first. I've never seen that Russian.
I picked up something
Captain,
you might be interested
Sergeant
in.
Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
UC distro is up this way. They might have some meds. I'm hoping they got a little bit.
Bulk items may require multiple levels. Welcome to UC. Oh, well, certainly.
Let's see. So, fortunately, we're gonna have to go down to the doctor in the well. Damn, that's a really strong gun too. All right, so we're gonna keep all these guns. I'll just store them on my ship.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
All right, so we're gonna have to head down to the well.
Something at the moment.
All right. Fix me up, Doc.
I've got limited well, that's what I'm here for. Good lord. How'd you even make it in here?
Oh, shit. Take care of it all.
All right. We'll suture this up in no time. Take a nice, deep breath, and we'll get this over quick as we can. There you go.
All right, let's see if we can buy some medical
Or
supplies. Oh, right here. This cures everything. Those are nice. And there we go. So we just bought all that stuff just in case we get just in case we get full up on stuff. What am I carrying that is so heavy though? No way the medical was that. Yeah, we do have some resources, but not a ton. Might be all the guns that we're carrying too.
You've been busy, I hear. Clearing out bad guys.
Spaceport.
Be interested in?
I played Death Stranding. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite games. Yeah, Death Stranding is absolutely amazing. Fell in love with Brian's videos in Ark. Ark was a really, really good time. The one game I almost started up the other day. Maybe next month. I don't know. We just got to kind of see how the flow of games are going. But one game, you know, in spirit of Ark, and those of you guys, you know, that came to me for Ark, I was thinking about checking the Conan Exiles game, but it seems like it might be a lot. So I've been a little worried on jumping into that. It's broken after the new update? What do you mean it's broken? I mean, do they plan on fixing it? Alright, so we'll store all the resources. Digipix. Adrian's Dean tag. Okay, so our inventory is much better now. Much better.
I have things for you.
So when you say Conan Exiles is broken,
Greetings, citizen.
like what are we talking about? Amanda, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you, seriously. Kind of wrenches my plan of trying the game out, you know? Alright, so let's see how this goes.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinion of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
So we got a Starborn option here. I know your secrets. Tell me the truth about the attacks and I might spare you.
How could you know? You're telling the truth, aren't you? You want to hear the words then? I did it. The terrormorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinion. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Yeah, none of the answers here are legit, so Avatar Game, thank you for the membership. Welcome to the fam.
You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands, so I ordered the bombing of the Londinion spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included, and what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter. She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end.
I sided with this dude. Yo, he's so pissing me off.
goes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other, and we all benefited. It's why I had Orlais reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success, and look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard, with only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful, and let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terrormorphs, securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlais's role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlais and Orlais alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
Oh, that's why I spared him, right? Because you if you spare him, you actually get access to more content. You get to go on like bounty hunt missions for him. That's why I ended up sparing him. Now that I think about it.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
But I don't think we got to see what Hadrian says, because I don't think she's gonna allow it to go hush hush anyways. So we'll see. She's gonna probably say something anyways. I did this quest before New Game Plus. Oh yeah.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
See, maybe this universe's Sarah is better than our other Sarah. What do you think, guys? You think it's... You know what, Sarah? We'll give you a chance. What do you got for us?
Here, I have something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the effort.
I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Here we go. Do you recommend moving through to New Game Plus or take your time? Just it all depends, Bluto, on how you want to play the game. I tell people the New Game Plus is it does kind of, if you say you already did faction quests and then you did the main story and then you did New Game Plus, it's gonna kind of disrupt your playthrough because now you got to redo all that content that you already did. Because you got to get all your ships again, so it does kind of make the main game feel a little bit repetitive. in that sense once you get to the New Game Plus level that you want to do. So if you are going to do New Game Plus, I would say it this way: if you're going to do New Game Plus, do it before you do anything else. Like if you're just going to do it, get it out the way, and then start the game. But if you're already like a good chunk into your playthrough, I wouldn't, unless you're okay with starting everything over and working through everything again, because I've already done all these missions, but now I got to do them all again, which is cool because I get to do them now with the powers and I'm a lot stronger. I get to fight differently, you know, but New Game Plus doesn't dramatically change the game. So you kind of are just redoing the same thing over again. All right, let's see what Hadrian has to say.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The Microbe and the Aceles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
It was trying to fix the damage done to the Senna name, make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vae Victis' responsibility? Just like the dooming of Londinion? Oh, that's insane. All that, just to help restore the family name. How did he ever think that was going to work?
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Yo, she's quick to snitch. He asked that we leave his involvement in the attacks, says to consider the lives he's helped save.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people, and I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terrormorphs. It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
All right, let's see how this
Here we
goes.
go.
Yes? What?
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
It's correct. It was a deliberate attack.
This report comes from a particularly confidential source both you and I are familiar with, yes. Among the reasons its findings are so alarming. Now, is it true? Was the attack on New Atlantis planned?
But don't worry, we found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlais actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlais?
Should we have Hadrian tell him? I'll see.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terrormorphs as weapons.
He did what? That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Play emergency recorder snippet.
It just transformed. A terrormorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victis sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Chris said his life be spared. He did. It's gonna ask what's gonna happen to him.
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
Should we request that his life be spared? And then maybe we can still do the missions for him? It's probably gonna upset frickin' Sarah. She's gonna be super upset that we she gets mad at every decision we make. We'll just say whatever the cabinet.
It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches. The 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinion. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Believe the other factions should be involved in securing the plant.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
It will demonstrate the collective the UC isn't planning to secretly use it down the line. The UC doesn't exactly have to be the best track record.
Indeed. Open relations at this point would be critical towards maintaining peace.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture, showing definitively this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the terrormorph, and now also heat leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aceles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Mongo, no updates that I know of for 6 Days in Fallujah. I also haven't really been keeping up with it. You know, we've had a lot going on lately, but I haven't heard anything about any updates yet. I did the Aceles last time, so we're gonna go ahead and do the microbe this time.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it off.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project than ours.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day 1 for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you 3 the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you 2 are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward.
Yes.
Plus,
but now we get the
benefits
alien
that
hunt
come
mission,
with being
guys.
named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Did I doom the universe with that decision? I don't think. I hope not. I don't think so. But now we're part of the TMD. That's cool. Yeah, I got Class C piloting. Yeah, we got that last playthrough. Am I gonna furnish the apartment? Probably. I'm gonna try, at least. So that game there, guys, the ESO, the Elder Scrolls Online, does that game play like an Elder Scrolls game. I've always been interested in trying that. As you guys know, I was a huge World of Warcraft character, so I love MMOs. But the Elder Scrolls Online, I never really got into it. I didn't check it out because I didn't hear anything really about it.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Like, does it feel like an Elder Scrolls game, or is this something completely different?
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Apartment, baby.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terrormorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Yeah, so, we're gonna go start with Percival, see about the new alien threats.
Sure. He'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
So we can come to him now for
Captain.
Terrormorph missions.
Sure thing. You ready to head out right now? Let's get to the details. Okay. These coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the critter before it can do any more harm.
There we go. And then Percival is where? Okay, so he's gonna be over at the our TMD headquarters. Yep.
Another dead rock. Well, at least we can scour the place for materials.
Elder Scrolls is a better MMO than Fallout 76. Eventually got bored with ESO. It took a few years though. Oh, wow. Then got permabanned. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
But you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems. And we fix big problems here, not make them. Now let's get to work. Welcome, everyone, to the TMD.
Howdy.
Hello. Interest you in a new assignment?
Yes.
No, you heard right. These terrormorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, well, I figured we might be able to recruit you for the task.
All right, let's check it out.
Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. You'll have to convince her, of course. but I don't think she'll fight you too badly.
Oh, so now, okay, so this is how we unlock Hadrian as a...
I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself.
As a companion.
Pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here.
Okay, so...
I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them from you. And so you know, you shouldn't need to kill these critters to harvest the required cells. This isn't the same level of analysis we're doing with terrormorphs. A little will go a long way. Just get close, take a few scrapings, and get out before they see you.
No,
Get the best of it.
he said to get close and take a few scrapings, chat. Like what? All right, let's go collect these samples. Approach the target to harvest non-lethal only, so it's optional. We'll see how they act when we get close to them. I have no clue what the hell we're even going to farm. Stone pillars. All right, here we go.
Captain Brian, greetings.
You know how easy, much easier it'd be if I could just... I mean, I can just kill him. I don't know if that's one of the critters we needed. I don't think so. Okay, so yeah, here's one of the creatures here that we got to collect the samples from. And it is... Okay, one of the bone shells. Let me see if it lets me get close. Yeah, I was able to harvest that one without it trying to kill me. IR, no way, dude. That is too much, dude. Out here dropping the 10 gifted members on the channel, brother. Holy shit, man. How you doing tonight, by the way? Gunshots. Easy enough. Didn't have to kill him. Did hear some gunshots though. Oh, Sarah, really? It's you? You guys call me a savage. She's over here killing everything.
Oh, come on. Quit playing games. Show me
Tapped into the universe itself.
The plant was animals probably eating the plant she was trying to give me. Yo, Sarah has definitely become Virginia from Sons of the Forest. 100%, guys. Things are huge. All right, let me see. So where was this terrormorph part? We also have to have a terrormorph we got to hunt down. Go here to missions on Mantra Luna. Why does that sound familiar? What city is on here? Oh, that was the Wagoner farm. Okay, that's I believe that's the farm you go to when you do the Freestar Collective missions. Debbie, have a great night. All right. Luna was actually a nice planet. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad planet to base on. Plus, you're right outside of the Freestar Collective main planet of Aquila.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. And that...
Oh. Guys, you know what I've been watching the past few nights? I've been getting caught up on My Hero Academia. I've only watched like the first like 2 or 3 seasons. I'm on season 4 now. And well, season 4 is pretty lit so far, chat. Like that Yakuza dude that like scratches people and like blows their body parts up is pretty crazy. Overhaul, I think his name is, with this overhaul quirk. That shit is fire. It's an OP-ass quirk for sure.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Ooh, terrormorphs plural, chat. One that has like no gravity, like whatsoever, dude. You can just float away forever. And I'm free. Okay, so I'll eliminate this one here. Yeah, I think dug up. That's one down. Did you just say, oh, my head? Got it. Oh, my head! Should try my other, probably gonna try the other sniper on the, terrormorphs. It might be a little better. This one's okay because of the rate of fire, but so that was quite easy. We'll go ahead, stop back at TMD headquarters.
Imagine being marooned on a planet like this. I don't know how you'd survive.
Marooned. I think I unlocked one of her, after we're done with this, let me talk to her. I think we unlocked one of her companion quests already, which was to go meet up with the old founder of Constellation. Or not founder, one of the old leader of Constellation.
You tracked down those critters we were after. I've got a tech waiting outside for the drop-off. Catch up later, then.
Supposed to give it to... Here we go. Where's this guy? Okay, here, easy enough.
Ah, you must be the one with the samples then. I'll get these moved ASAP. If you're interested in collecting more, you can speak to Dr. Walker. Oh, and your pay? Here you are. Thank you, Captain.
Okay, easy enough.
Captain. Looks like we missed each other back at Mast. Listen, I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot.
Yeah, so the way I finished the mission before, guys, I don't think we unlocked this TMD thing or her. I don't know how it worked out. I think they gave control of the terrormorph thing over to Vae Victis.
The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking while we were up on that podium if I wanted to try and see him again. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I have gained from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that. He said that? I mean, I guess. You're sure you'd really want me to come with you? Yeah, maybe. I have to admit, that trip to Londinion whetted my appetite for field work. I saw myself at the TMD for the long haul, but if Percival already okayed this, then I'm in. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your 6.
There it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this will be for the best. Both for me and for the settled systems.
Manage your crew, okay. Okay, so now we got those 3 on the ship.
I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first.
See you, Captain.
Up for more Predator track? Works for me. Let me get you here. That's where you're headed. Stay sharp out there.
All right, so let's get back to...
It's incredible.
Jemison. Go turn in our terrormorph quest. And then I'm going to talk to Sarah and see if we do have the first part of her whatchamacallit questline, companion questline. I seen somebody say something about Neo in the chat, and you guys remember that freaking Matrix? You know, like, first of all, do you guys remember all the Matrix games that came out where you would play as what the hell was her name there? The captain there that was in love with Morpheus. Her and then the other dude who I used to think were knockoff Matrix characters until like the later movies when like the but they were fire. Like, but the best Matrix game was the Path of Neo. That game was so fire, chat. It probably isn't as great as I remember because I was like really young when I played that game, But for some reason in my head, it was just fire. Yeah, and I think you played as Naomi.
Had a question? Sure thing. You ready to head up? Let's get to the details. Just need to...
Like, the most iconic part of Path of Neo to me, guys, is when he was fighting the Oracle. I think it was the Oracle's guard, right? The Asian dude with the little glasses, and they were fighting on a table and shit. That shit was fire, like absolute fire. And that part in the game was like just as cool. It was actually cooler in the game than it was in the movie.
Uh-huh. Coordinates sent. You know the drill.
All right, so let me check my mission log here. Sarah at my ship right now? Love for me to play that game on a channel. I don't even know how I would play that game on a channel. I don't even know if you can just play it. What console that's even available on. I think I played it on like PS2.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the terrormorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. Well, I'm relieved that the United Colonies agreed to use their genetically engineered microbe to exterminate the terrormorphs. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a smart choice you've made. A solid scientific decision.
I'm trusting the science on this.
That's a wise decision. Besides, if Chief Engineer Kulkarni believes that the microbe will be effective, then we have to trust her experience. Good, good. I wouldn't want you to think it was some kind of mistake. Despite the Lazarus plant being simply locked away, your decision has made the settled systems a safer place to live for years to come.
Your approval always makes me feel more confident, Sarah.
Oh, well, of course. I'm happy to be there for you.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you ever feel like discussing, you let me know. I have something I need to discuss with you.
All right, let's talk about it.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. Bye for now. Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. Maybe another time.
Maybe. I can't talk to you when you're walking into the wall like that. It's too distracting.
when you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
We're gonna talk to her out here, chat.
Thanks for taking
There
time
we go.
to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. Something like that. It's difficult to explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
We're starting to get to the point where we're going to access her companion quest.
Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. If I had fought harder, I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove its value. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced.
Your absence will cause Constellation to collapse. Maybe you should resign your position. Explore.
Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
I'll always be here for you, Sarah. This is our moment, chat. I've done everything right. You know, I haven't pissed her off. She was really, really happy with how I handled the whole UC situation. We got this.
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just, I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Where's Andresia at, chat? I'm about to go knock out these artifacts just so we could get all of Constellation back, because Sarah just saying it right now. She just, let me see. So where's her mission? Was it this one? Borealis? I feel like that was the name of it, right? I don't remember what the... I feel like it was this one, right? Her side quest? Let's see, who the fuck is Borealis? Let me see where it is. Rachel, how you doing? No, that's not it. Maybe we haven't unlocked it yet. I thought it was last episode. Sarah hit me up and was like, "Hey, you know, the old leader of Constellation. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet, though." Because I don't even see the mission on my board anywhere. Like I don't have it. But I could go do this and get the we can get the whatchamacallit, the artifacts, so we can get all of Constellation back, so we can get Andresia.
Good day, Captain.
If it isn't the man I'm supposed to know from another side, that was some meeting to listen in on. Starborn, are you? Right. To the grit of it then. Tried crossing all the T's with the information you unloaded to Sarah and the others. I've got good news and bad. Good news is the eyes found what you're looking for. Bad news is they're not in the places you said they'd be. Here's the data. Managed to find a planet that might have one of those temples you talked about as well. Can probably find more temples if I have enough time to cross-reference. Come back when you've given the first one the thorough comb.
Okay, so we got the, I don't know if that's gonna be enough to just start the artifact missions. To get all of the people back down into, all the Constellation members back. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna head back to the lodge. I'm gonna check real quick. I highly doubt they're here.
If any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
So they're all still out. So when you do the mission that I'm doing here, or when you're playing like I am here, where you skip the main story, you got to go find artifacts, and then the rest of Constellation kind of like goes out and finds the artifacts. And while they're out finding the artifacts, you can't interact with them. So you got to go find the artifacts, your artifacts, and then when you come back, then they're all back. So kind of sucks. And from what I've seen, I don't have her mission. I wonder what this is here. I haven't done this one. First contact. I would like to get Andresia back. She was taken from us too soon, chat. Hey, Wolf, you have a great night, all right, brother? What are the streams tomorrow? I'm not exactly sure what we're playing tomorrow. I kind of just been going day by day. Hostiles or civilian workers? Spacers.
Damaged or something? Kind of feels like moving from box. Oh, you're talking about the maps in Starfield? Yeah, I mean, I've spoke about this before because, damn, I don't have a cutter on me, do I? I spoke about this before because that was one of the main, like, contention points with Starfield that people brought up was, you know, the maps aren't, like, seamless, like, in, like, games like, people said, I think one of them was called Elite Dangerous or,
No Man's Sky, you know, where you can fly straight from space, break through the atmosphere, land on a planet, and do stuff like that. You can't do that in Starfield. But I've also, I've looked into those other games. I personally did, as soon as people, because I wanted to know what the comparison was, so I'm not talking out of my ass. And one day I could probably show you guys, like on a stream, we could just take like 5-10 minutes and show you, if you look at a planet from Elite Dangerous, or you look at a planet from No Man's Sky, or even Star Citizen, and you look at the planets, the amount of detail on those planets is nothing compared to the amount of detail that's in Starfield. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, you can fly around and land on the planet, and it's this big open area, but No Man's Sky planets are very, very bare, and it's the same biome, like the whole thing. It's like almost like a Minecraft planet, but without like all the different biomes and stuff like that. So it's like, if you go in a cave in No Man's Sky, you know what I mean? It's not going to be this detailed. You know what I mean? It's not going to be this textured. It's not going to be, the graphics obviously are different. It's just different. You know what I mean? And same thing when I seen Elite Dangerous, the planets were very, very like barren, very plain. There wasn't a lot of textures. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on the planets. So that I feel like that's the big difference. Can you shoot it? Oh, you can. Oh, No Man's Sky is older, but it doesn't change the fact that what people wanted from Starfield isn't possible. Like, you can't have the amount of detail in the world and have the map be something that you could just fly down to. Like, it's just, we're not at that point in the world of gaming. It just doesn't exist. There's no game, and there will not be a game that is capable of that. And put it this way, if it was, majority of people wouldn't be able to play it. You would have to have a PC like this, like the one I'm playing on, just to even play the game. The amount of processing and graphic power you would need to run that game would be absolutely astronomical. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy. But it seems like people just completely overlook that. And, you know, obviously would it be cool if I could just get in my spaceship and fly off the, of course, you know, that, like, I'm not sitting here saying I don't want that. Like, of course I do, but it's just not practical. You know what I mean? It really isn't. And if you look at the games where that type of stuff is possible, you know, you're not going to see this level of detail in graphical prowess, I guess you could say, in that game. It's just not going to look like that. And this right here is considered a pretty bare planet. You know what I mean? This is just a regular ass moon that I would compare probably. I would say this is kind of like what the No Man's Sky planets are like. But even Star Citizen, when I looked at the planets in Star Citizen, those didn't, those looked pretty barren too. It really didn't look all that amazing. I really thought you needed a cutter that whole time, chat, for those damn artifacts. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? Like, if you want a whole entire planet, like a whole entire planet, to be completely traversable at any point in time with no load screens, no breaks, and it, like, that shit, oh my god. It's just you're gonna have a cartoony or a low fidelity, pretty basic world.
Everything in the green.
ecliptic here. Damn it. Should be able to fix a sprain, right? Yeah. I mean, but Mongo, listen, like if you gotta remember, if the game's gonna allow you to fly through the atmosphere and land, then either A, the game's gonna have to create like this really, really small thing that you have to fly, because they have to be able to, okay, well, where's this player gonna land? You know what I mean? So they would have to tunnel you to land where they want you to land. So people would complain that they don't have freedom to fly through the atmosphere and land where they want, that they have to fly through all these little pigeonholes that the game is forcing them to fly through. So that people would still be pretty pissed off about that. Or the game would have to somehow render where you're gonna, it would just be too much. It would be so much for the game to be able to do something like that. GG. Because yeah, the game would have no idea where you're gonna try to land. You know what I mean? Like No Man's Sky, you could land wherever the hell you want. You know, the game can't stop you. I almost fucked up my ankles again, man. Okay, so we got 3 ecliptics down here. No Man's Sky is a beautiful game, full of more planets than all the people. It is, Levy, and that's the thing, is I'm not trying to take anything away from No Man's Sky. I played No Man's Sky personally, and I loved it. It was a great game. But the thing is with No Man's Sky is the way their planets are set up in the game is it's just one big biome, each planet. And granted, like, yeah, there is, you know, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of planets. But me, realistically, as a player, I'm not gonna explore millions of planets. And the main reason why I'm not gonna explore millions of planets is because
and a connection to a cave.
In a game like No Man's Sky, realistically, like if we're being honest, chat, once you've seen 10,000 planets, you've seen enough planets. Like the planets are very basic. They're very. It doesn't take much, you know what I mean? And I went and explored maybe 40 planets when I played, and I was over it, you know what I mean? By the time I got to about 40 planets, it was just the same thing over and over again, and I was just bored, you know what I mean? Because even though there's millions of planets, the POIs are always going to be the same, you know? So it's like once you've explored about 1,000 planets in No Man's Sky, you've pretty much explored all the planets, you know what I mean? And it's the same for Starfield too. You know, Starfield's not immune to that. Like, I have no desire to go and explore 1,000 planets in Starfield. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the moons are not that different. Like, yeah, they look a little different here and there, colors and you know what I mean? It's the same. It's not like Starfield's immune to that. It's the same fucking thing. I am not gonna go and explore 1,000+ planets. Just ain't gonna happen, dude. You know what I mean? There's no reason for me to. You know, I might explore 100. I might explore 200. But realistically, I'm not gonna explore them all. There's just no point. Yeah, you don't need the cutter. Yeah, I just found this out. What, 10 minutes ago you guys put me on the fact that we don't need the damn cutter. I did not know that. Well, that's the weird thing about space. Is space... I remember somebody was... they said it in one of the streams before. They were like... Yo, the space is so empty, like it's boring. Like that's what they said about the game. And when they said this, that space is so empty, I was like, I was kind of taken back a little bit. I'm like, what? Like obviously it's fucking space. Like it's in the name. Like, of course it's empty. It's huge for no reason, and realistically, like space, like real space, is boring as hell. To me personally, I don't find it all that interesting. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some astrophysicists and stuff, they can like gawk at planets and be like super blown away and so excited, like, oh man, look at this planet, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's a planet. Like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? It doesn't do it for me. So I need like diversity, you know, like the life on the planets, the activities, like what am I going to be doing on these planets? Like I don't get enough out of just like, oh man, I've never seen a planet with this type of biome before. It's just like I don't really care how the trees grow or what the water's like. Or, you know, I don't care. Like, what missions can I do on this planet? You know, what new enemies am I going to run into? You know. What is the survival situation? What is the air like? Like, you know, what kind of changes do I got? That's the one thing I wish they did more with Starfield, was made it each planet more unique, where you had to figure out how to be on that planet, you know, like with the suits and stuff. They kind of do it, but it's like very, very basic. But like if each planet was like super, like not each, but they were really, really dangerous, and you know, just figuring out, okay, how am I even going to explore this planet because the atmosphere is that volatile? You would have to maybe go and have like a different special suit and stuff like that. And I feel like they could have done a lot more with that to make the planets, because No Man's Sky even does that a little bit, you know, with certain planets, with the hazards and shit like that. Like that's a really, really cool feature. But there really isn't a whole lot of that in this game, and that's definitely one thing I feel like they could have done a bit more.
Liftoff looks good, all systems.
Because that was one of the cool things about No Man's Sky, was when you got to a planet, depending on how volatile that planet was, whether it was like nuclear radiation or you had to literally think, okay, what the hell, how am I going to even survive on this planet? You know, what am I going to do? I can't, you know, and it was like a big thing, and I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so as you guys know, we're doing an artifact hunt right now because we're trying to get all the members of Constellation back. mean, I'm pretty sure with mods, guys, this game's gonna be insane. There's gonna be vehicles. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow modders figure out how to allow us to fly our ship through the atmosphere. Like, you know, it's gonna be. There's gonna be some crazy stuff. I already know it. So, Xeno, when you do a new game plus, the members of Constellation go out and look for the other artifacts. So you have to like. While that part of the mission is active, you cannot work with them at all. So Barrett, I believe Andrasia, and Sam Coe, like they're all gone. Like you can't even play with them. Did he die? Oh, we need to clip that, chat. Somebody clip it. Ooh. Sky Kane, thank you, or Sky Kane, thank you for the super chat. Todd said they had, but they had to nerf it. Oh, well, that was dumb. Why the hell would they nerf that? I mean, if they were worried about like it hindering story progression, they could have just made sure that any of the story mission planets were not extreme condition. Because I mean, the one planet there for the UC faction quest, that one's pretty extreme. That cold weather planet there with Londinion on it, that's a rough planet. But I mean, players like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Having to find like a super cold weather suit and to survive, like that's cool. But I could understand, you know, it being a little bit oppressive to some people for sure. But at that point, make it something you can turn on and turn off.
I know I saw someone.
Got him.
Do you have anything valuable? Hey, until later.
So when am I playing more State of K2? So that was the thing is I did that stream the other day. And it was supposed to be just be a little one-off, you know, something I kind of just threw in the mix to make things fun. Undead Labs was doing a special event that weekend, so, you know, I wanted to help them, you know, support their free-to-play weekend and stuff like that. And help them promote the new update. Gee. So that was kind of just me doing my little content creator thing and helping them out as a studio a little bit. And I had no intention on like doing a series, but you guys absolutely crushed that stream with love and support. Had well over 1,000 views and just, or 1,000 likes. And just from my little promise that I tell you guys, if a stream gets over 1,000 likes, regardless, there will be another episode. Regardless, if I like the episode, if I like the game, regardless, if the stream gets over 1,000 likes, we will play it again. And that stream did get over 1,000 likes, so I technically owe you guys another State of Decay episode, per my own rules. They said they might bring back survival mode. Yo, that'd be really cool. I hope that's a difficult. I hope you could you toggle survival mode even on an existing playthrough in the old Fallout, or did you have to start a new game in order to play survival mode? You could toggle it? Oh, okay, cool then. That'd be dope.
Perhaps we should investigate that control center on the far side of the bridge.
Perhaps.
Damn it! Get used to seeing you do that.
Take this guy down! Someone there?
go. Right now we're doing a mission. Yeah, we're trying to grab these artifacts real quick so we can get all the rest of the members of Constellation. What I really mean is get Andresia back. Oh, we already cleared this place out, didn't we? Okay, so we grabbed that. Is New Game Plus kind of grindy? It's super grindy, Will. Super grindy. We're not doing New Game Plus now, like we're actually doing a playthrough, but yeah, when I did do my New Game Plus grind, it was terrible. The first like 3 runs are like okay, and then after that, it's just the same exact thing over. Like it doesn't change at all. Like the different iterations of New Game Plus are identical. So it's just the same thing over and over and over again. You gotta do it 10 times if you want to max out. But like if you just did it once, like if you just went through the Unity one time, it probably wouldn't be that bad. I could do 1 time, but 10 times, but it's pretty bad. They have a robot on this. There it is.
It's likely this facility was constructed within the crater to protect it from the entrance or prying eyes.
And started playing the game 5 minutes into the video. Now I'm in day 40. Hey man, that's what's up, dude. Hey, hey, standard zone or not, man, it's still an accomplishment, brother. And remember, if you could always, even on that community, you can always increase the difficulty. You might have to refresh your map. That's the only thing it'll do is if you change your difficulty on that community, but you can change it at any point in time without having to restart the game.
You can harness that type of power.
What the heck? Told you to keep your head down.
I'm like almost level 70. Gotta wait for the slow ass door to open. Yo, the slow-mo definitely bugs out though, chat. Almost every time I go to use it. That's why I haven't been using it. That's why I dropped a save right there. Yeah, the slow-mo has been bugging out when you use it. It the whole game just goes wonky. Yeah, when you get the high level of what skill was it? Concealment here. I believe it's, or maybe it wasn't concealment. What skill was that? That gave me, was it max stealth? There were 75% more, 75%, 100% more difficult to detect when sneaking, suppress weapons. All right, there's a skill that makes you not set off the mines anymore. I don't remember what skill it was though. I thought it was concealment, this one. Yeah, right here. Yeah, you no longer set off enemy mines. It was in the first fucking sentence. But yeah, as soon as you get concealment, it's like the ultimate stealth skill.
Oh, I wonder how this poor soul ended up this way. Such a shame. This looks sinister. Perhaps whatever was being experimented with remains hidden in the past. Pretty smooth. I could just take it. It's not the gun's like it fell over, so it's not even sure, but now you can just literally grab it through the case. I don't need that one. It's just gonna be a waste of inventory. Yeah, I wanted to try that Star Citizen game. A lot of people, but this was before Starfield came out.
I was asking about it, but then I don't know. It's like I hear mixed things. Some people say, you know, it's awesome. Then a lot of people are saying like it's a ripoff financially. Like the amount of money you have to pay is ridiculous, and so it's like I don't know what to think. And I haven't watched. I was obviously I don't care. I'm not like going based off of what other people think solely. Eventually I will like watch a video or something on it, but definitely a lot of back and forth with Star Citizen. So it's definitely something I'm gonna have to look into. Probably watch a little bit of gameplay and come up with my own opinion on whether it looks like something I'd enjoy or not. Bounty Hunter really wants to smoke, dude. You can fit way more than 2,000 credits in it. Easy enough.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
Devin, welcome back, brother. The game has a budget over more than GTA 5 and it still hasn't been released. That's crazy. Oh, so it's not a full release game?
Cycling airlock.
I gotta get more 7.62. I have not played Borderlands 3 yet. No, we've only played Borderlands 1 so far on the channel. I still gotta do Borderlands 2 and 3.
We've got company. No. Now look at you.
Eyes open. We've got a visitor.
Don't leave any of that
I
behind.
mean, how much is what is it, like 60 bucks or so? Like, because people say it's a financial, is a scam, like a scam and stuff. I'm like, yo, how fucking expensive is the game? What is it, like 100 bucks? How the fuck did that guy not see me? $45? That's not bad. I would test the game for 45 bucks. Maybe. Guess it depends. Might as well play Spaceborne 2, it's cheaper. They were selling in-game ships for 100. Wait, what do you mean? Like you have to spend real-life money to buy a ship? Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, what do you mean real-life money? I guess I'm just confused on what you guys mean. You have to spend. So I buy the game. All right, let me get this right. So I buy the game itself, Star Citizen, for $45. I own the game. I can play it, right? And then I take said real life money, like additional dollar bills, to buy stuff in the game, like ships and shit. Is it possible to do that without spending money? Can you like get the like a free to play player and a pay to win player? Like, is it? Can you still get everything in the game without paying for it? To get a ship with in-game money would take forever. Oh, that sounds terrible, guys.
Open fire! Fire!
It's definitely cool and immersive, you know, like, but depending on how expensive and how grindy we're talking. Too. It's so agile.
Spacers are easy targets. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you?
I'll take some ship parts.
Transferring parts now. Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
So I don't mind pay to win. I'm not like one of them people that are like, oh, if pay to win features are in the game, like I just like lose my mind. Like I can care less. I mean, if people want to spend money on a game, you know, let them. I mean, that's their fucking choice. At the end of the day, might not be how I want to play it, but it doesn't affect me whether they do. But when they make it so you can't even be on that a pay-to-win player's level, like unless you're like completely going insane with grind. I don't like that though. That shit's not cool. Like pay-to-win features might, in my opinion, if they do have them, should maybe speed things up by like ×2. You know what I mean? Like make things twice as fast. Okay. You know what I mean? You're paying to win, make things twice as fast. But if we're talking a difference between twice as fast or 10, 20 times as fast, that's a big difference. So what are we talking here? Are we talking like 2 times as fast? Are we talking 10 times as fast? But now if there's PvP elements in the game, I don't like that though. That's where I draw the line. You can't have pay to win in like an open PvP environment. Like an optional PvP environment, okay. But if you have PvP in an open or open PvP in a, you know what I mean, a pay to win in that type of stuff, that's fucked. Because people will go ahead and just buy and then just go around and kill the shit out of you, and it's like you can't even fucking play the game. That shit's absolutely frustrating.
Another deserted.
Because then, you know, a free-to-play player will never stand a chance.
When this rock went dry.
A ship stole for 10,000 real dollars? Like actual money? Nobody has that kind of fucking money, dude. Like a player sold it for that much, or the game company sold it for that much? Rockstar nerfed KO?
Bring it on!
A computer programmer spent $30,000 on every ship available at the time of purchase. $30,000. You can buy a real life car, and a nice car, for $30,000. What are these people doing? Like, I'm in the wrong line of business. Computer programmers got money like that, chat?
Cowards. Damn it, he's picking us off!
I mean, yeah, pay to win doesn't personally like some people don't like it. I mean, if that's how people want to choose to spend their money, like who the hell are we to tell them what the hell it's their fucking money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I just don't like when games make that almost mandatory. Like if you want to keep up or stay ahead of the curve, you know what I mean? Then you have to pay to win, especially if you're in like an MMO environment where there's like competitive raiding and stuff like that going on.
I'm sure they have something we can use.
When a game gets to the point where it's almost like, oh, if I even want to be semi-competitive, then I have to spend real life money. That's where the games will lose me. And I'm like, bro, this is bullshit, man. Like, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people go spend our money on whatever they want. That guy with $30,000 though, man, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And not a game that's not even finished, man. You know what I mean? Like, think about this, chat. On a game that's not even finished, say, what if that game never comes out of development hell, or they go bankrupt and they have to shut down the servers? You know what I mean? Like that there's, I would need some guaranteed longevity if I'm going to invest 30 grand into anything. You know, like it's like a game that could be irrelevant in like 10 years, you know, or 5 years, and you just drop 30 grand. Could you imagine? They shut down the servers or people stop playing. You know what I mean? It's not like you can get a refund. That's crazy.
Looks like we've both been busy. All the artifacts you said we gathered in your universe, we were able to track down in ours. So, what now?
That's pretty OP having her with us. Now I'm gonna go back to Jemison and see if I can
From what you told us, it sounds like this hunter and emissary won't just agree to hand their artifacts over. If you haven't found all those temples yet, now might be a good time.
We're gonna go back to Jemison and see if we could if Andreas is back. Yeah, one of the most pay-to-win games I've ever played, and I gotta admit, like, you know, it sucked me in, but was Clash of Clans. And I mean, I still play it to this day. We got a clan and everything, chat, and I appreciate so many of you guys coming and joining the clan. We've been having a lot of fun doing clan wars and clan games and stuff like that. But all that aside, like, Clash of Clans is a pay-to-win game for sure. And I would be lying if I said right now I probably put a good couple $100 into that game over the years, like with gems and like speeding things up. And but I was also in like a pretty competitive clan earlier on in the game, so I was trying to keep up and stay on the high levels of the town halls and shit like that. So like, yeah, I definitely put a couple fucking $100 into that game. Okay, we don't need it. We don't need to do that right now. We're going to Jemison. But like I said, I put that money into that game, but I still play it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, you know, even if I spent like $300 on this game, I've been playing it for what, 13 years or something like that. Like, you know, I've had it for a really long time. So I mean, I don't think that's too bad of an investment. You know.
Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
Okay, so this was the goal, chat.
Starborn. I have heard of stranger things. The others told me about you. That you knew where to find me. That I'd be standing over 2 dead bodies. What else do you know about me?
But I want to know who this Andreja is.
This Andreja? Like there is a shelf of them somewhere with copies just to choose from? Nothing about this is comforting. And how would I do that? Where would we even start?
Helped find you while you were out searching for the artifacts. We can start there. Like this, just 2 people talking.
I am to ignore that you are a living anomaly of space and time, then. You're just another person. Very well. We can try. You are welcome.
Okay. So let's get Andreja on the ship.
Others told me what you are. And how much.
Welcome aboard.
Goodbye. I wonder who I was in you.
Of course. Are you ready? Good luck, Andreja. If the concept of luck is something that you believe in, of course.
Luck will not be necessary, but thank you just the same.
Got her.
Starborn or not.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares, Sarah. Goodbye, Sarah. We'll be back eventually to get Sarah's companion quest, but all right, so we're gonna go hunt down another alien species. This one is where? The hell? There it is.
Hailing unknown vessel, colonists here in distress. Thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost.
Okay, so what do you need?
Listen, we have kids listening, so, let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative.
Kids, they got me.
We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth.
I don't have 20 iron, lady. I'm sorry.
If you can find or buy some iron, it's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
Okay, so they're out here. We could see if there's anything on the planet. I highly doubt it, though. We'll scan. We'll check the planet. Should have probably scanned it right there. They need 20 iron.
Touching down.
Those flying things.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
Hello.
Are they coming at me, bro? They hurt me? I think they're just curious. Whatever that thing is, the whale shark shredded it. Oh, Skyrim with the super chat, man. Thank you so much. I forgot about that. Yeah, the ore from the asteroids. I could scan the planet here and see if there's. Let me check the planet. if there's even iron on it. And Tracer just scared the shit out of me. I don't see any iron actually on this planet. Whoa, what the fuck is that? One of those whale sharks. Now these things seem pretty aggressive. It says they're defensive, but they definitely look pretty aggressive. These guys are catching it. And I'm free. Got what we needed. What is this big bone though? Look at this shit. This is some kind of root or a fossil? Definitely some kind of fossil. Some giant, like, it looks like a giant heat leech, doesn't it? The little things on it. That's crazy. XP farming? What, killing all the fly dudes here? I don't even know if we'll get a lot of XP from that. These dudes are kind of tanky. Well, like that one right there. We're gonna make like the whole planet go exist. Or extinct. Whoa, what is that? Oh, I think it's just a dead one. It looked way big through my scope. Is that, yo, it does look like a Leviathan. The Reaper Leviathan from Subnautica. shred anything right now, man. Kind of watchtower or something over there. I wonder how high you could go. I don't think we're making any significant gains anymore. Hey, Conan, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Everybody who receives a membership, welcome to the fam. Damn, there's these dudes way up here? We're still making some progress here. Did my jetpack? No, it didn't change. It's the same for me. Now I'm just curious on how high I can go. Look at that little oasis with that tree over there. That's wicked looking. I wonder if that's like a special POI. You see that? Oh, God, of course, man, of course. I'm thinking of the game code, try to super chat on my phone, but it seems sketchy. It can be like that sometimes, man. Now I need to go check this out. I don't know, it's probably nothing.
Thank you for game code. Tried super chat on my phone, but seems sketchy.
Yeah, the phone YouTube stuff and the computer YouTube stuff is definitely different. I could probably get a little lower. Oh, it is a POI. I just kind of spotted that from the sky. It looked cool, so I wanted to check it. oasis. Sound like fucking ducks. Fuck is making that noise? Tons of resources in this chest here. No iron though. This is a nice little spot though. I actually don't mind the look of this planet. It's pretty chill. Let me get back to the ship. But now we got Andresia with us. Some people call me a space. What song was that? Some people call me a space cowboy, baby. Singing my music,
Did Vladimir
I'm a
inform you
joker,
that I will be
and I'm a
making another
smoker,
delivery?
and I'm a midnight
Suppose you
toker.
were,
That
do you?
song, or am I tripping?
Contents. They're what we agreed on.
Wow! Wow, wow!
All samples collected? Wonderful. I'll make sure to get these in the right hands. Here, what the UC owes you.
So they don't, these missions don't pay that much, which is fine because I don't do them for the pay. I like these missions because I get to go to new systems and hunt down new alien types, which is cool. But I have this. Another terrormorph.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. You're clear.
Oh, the same planet is Hopetown. Okay, cool, cool. The terrormorphs on that planet.
Good to go for landing.
Now I can't get that damn song out of my head.
If you need to harvest any organic materials, now would be the time.
Ryan, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Let's see, I wonder if I could actually shoot from this far away. I highly doubt it. And if I do, it's gonna, that terrormorph's gonna instantly teleport over here. They got like super go underground and appear where you are ability. Shoot from this tower here. I don't know. It might not be too far. I have a feeling it's gonna be too far. Oh no, that should be good. We should be able to hit him from here.
Something may be nearby.
Okay. Did we kill it? Yeah, Sakura, I see. Oh, about the asteroids, right? Yeah, I completely forgot about that, man. I completely forgot that was a thing, but I appreciate the super chat, man. A little bit of Backstreet Boys. Down, 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 down. Everybody. Yeah. I never even listened to Backstreet Boys, so I don't even know how I know this song. Like, legit, guys. I don't, maybe it's just on the radio or something when I was a kid. Crystal crater. Crystal crater actually had some pretty decently rare resources in it. Like iron or ores. I was gonna say that stuff had to have been everywhere, man. Because I've never listened to NSYNC. Like I couldn't even tell you any other person in NSYNC other than Justin Timberlake. I couldn't tell you any of their names. Actually, I couldn't even name a single NSYNC song right now. Babe, what's an NSYNC song? That's not I thought it was just a Justin Timberlake song. She said bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. We go to Hope Sound Chat. Could probably sell there. Yeah, that's what I said, NSYNC. It's not, I don't know. Is it NSYNC? I just said NSYNC. I thought they were in sync, you know?
Excuse me. A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God.
All right. Oh, what's up?
Right. Right. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Microbe for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
That's pretty much.
You get it then. So, I just got assigned to the Microbe. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Microbe, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
What? And why would I do that, lady?
Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed and look, well, awesome. I figure you could do a solid for the little guy.
You're the cutest thing that I ever did
girl.
see.
Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right?
Those lyrics sound so familiar. You're the cutest thing. I'm not grabbing it. CD, thank you for the super chat, man. Why'd you do this to me, CD? Now my brain's gonna. Now I'm not gonna be able to let it go.
You are the best.
That's for Captain Fahim
This
now.
slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
A fair amount of business runs through her.
Oh, it's... Is part of the Joker lyrics? And I'm a Joker, and I'm a smoker, and I'm a midnight toker. Now I'm gonna have to listen to the song. Oh. Wanna shake your tree. All time. Yeah, now it's coming back, chat. Now it's coming back. Now it's coming back. Yeah, now it's coming back. Yeah. A skeeter.
Town, and from what I understand, Most of it is legal.
One hopes the best thing that happened to us.
Okay, well, we just randomly like accepted this chick's bounty, like for whatever reason. Obviously because she can't fight for herself, and we could easily deal with this situation. But guys, we are going to end this episode here. I appreciate you guys again coming out, showing mad love to Starfield as always. Going forward, like I said, we're just going to kind of be playing it by ear. I'll be basing it off of, you know, the viewership, if you guys are still interested in me playing it, until, you know, some DLC and mods and stuff like that really hits and we can jump back in and just keep things going. But I do appreciate you all the love, all the support. It really means the world to me, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with some more streams. Of course, probably some Cyberpunk and something else. I haven't made up my mind yet. But thank you again, all the super chats, all the new channel members, all the new subscribers, the likes. Thank you guys. You all are amazing. But again, on your way out, if you haven't, smash that like button. Even though I just destroyed you guys with my terrible singing. I do not pride myself in being a singer, but you know, it is what it is. But again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I really appreciate you all. I am on New Game Plus 10. Yep. I grinded that out a few weeks ago. All right, chat. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yeah? Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. All right, peace.